What is poverty? Can't afford to buy an iPhone? Or an apartment in a big city? No, of course not. China's current per capita rural poverty line is about 2,855 yuan a year in 2015. People below that line are officially regarded as living in poverty. So, what does it really mean to have only 2,855 yuan to spend in 1 year? It is equal to about half the cost of an iPhone. It translates to 7.8 yuan per day. One can buy 8 steamed stuffed buns, or 2 packets of instant noodles, or 1 hamburger in the average city. At present, the poverty line for each country has been calculated by the World Bank. The newly modified $1.9 per day standard was calculated based on PPP in 2011. Due to price changes, China's current poverty line 2,855 yuan is equivalent to $2.3 per day using the PPP calculation, certainly higher than the existing World Bank standard. Through 37 years of opening up and reform, over 700 million Chinese have shaken off poverty. China has basically realized the Millennium Development Goals ahead of schedule, contributing over 70% to the world's poverty reduction. Challenges still remain. Over 55 million people are still living under the poverty line. Multiple difficulties such as limited economic level make the task the hardest nut to crack. China has proposed targeted poverty reduction. The first step is to identify them individually and figure out the cause of their poverty and the degree of seriousness, and then create finely tuned poverty alleviation programs. This is aimed at helping the poor population to develop on their own. To develop productivity, migrate to richer places, provide equal compensation, improve education, and provide social security. These actions are China's promises to the poor. Also, China has issued the decision to win the battle against poverty. China will innovate the investment and financing mechanism for poverty alleviation and support the Poverty Alleviation Relocation Project. It will input 600 billion yuan to relocate 10 million people. Actually, there are over 200 countries and regions in the world. Only 87 countries and regions with over 10 million population in the world. To handle the migration of 10 million people to richer places is equal to relocating the entire population of one country. As highlighted by the United Nations, absolute poverty will be eliminated in the whole world by 2030. China will reach this ambitious goal 10 years earlier. 2020, say goodbye to poverty.